Afenifere Director of Research, Dr. Akin Fapohunda, has warned that if Peter Obi and Kwankwaso's joint ticket that is receiving a lot of national appeal right now, that if that ticket is to dislodge Tinubu and stop him from getting second term, that he fears that a war will break out between the Igbos and Yorubas, which will make Rwanda genocide of 1994 look like a child's play. Now, why would an Afenifere chieftain say such a thing at this critical period of our political life when Nigerians are preparing for 2027 election and praying that everything will go smoothly? He is coming up with a story that there will be problem if Kwankwaso and P2B joint tickets is to dislodge Tinubu and stop a Yoruba man from completing 8 years at the presidential villa representing southern Nigeria. First of all, we're going to talk about this, but let us listen to what Dr. Akin Fapohunda had to say so that you hear him clearly. Then when we come back, we discuss. Watch.
Somebody has to come up to say enough is enough.
If I get you right, Doc, what you're saying is that regardless of whatever tickets the opposition throws up and they go up against the incumbent government, even if they win, we should not expect any substantial or remarkable difference. Is that
in fact, it will cause the greatest damage to the polity because it's not. I mean, let's do raw. I don't sugarcoat it. It's assumed what we have now is the turn of the South. Turn of the South, turn of the Southwest. If Obi and Kwankwaso are to come in and obliterate the Southern second term, the war between the Yorubas and the Igbos will go to the highest level. That, the Igbos connive with the North to cut out Tinubu. But Tinubu is not performing. No saying Yoruba person will defend Tinubu. But this time next year, if it happens, we will be playing with Rwanda between the Igbos and the Yorubas. That the Igbos will make effort to uproot what is so-called Yoruba price. It's not deserving, it's not worthy, but in the streets, people should think about the implications of it. And I'm worried about what will happen if an Obi gets northern support and cuts out Tinubu for a second term, which Yorubas wrongly, not meritorily believe is their turn. Something will have to happen next year. I don't want to think about it, but then whatever you sow, you reap.
Sir, let's interrogate this because it's a very
That
delicate...
was Dr. Akin Fapohunda, who is the Director of Research of Afenifere, the Pan-Yoruba socio-cultural organization, the Apex Yoruba socio-cultural organization, one of the oldest, if not the oldest socio-cultural organization in Nigeria today. Their Director of Research is warning that he fears that if Obi and Kwankwaso succeeds, Rwanda genocide will have a repeat in Nigeria, in Southwest in particular. And you have to take it serious because he is the Director of Research of Afenifere. Maybe this information he is sharing is based on a research. For those who don't know, The Rwanda he was talking about is the Rwanda genocide of 1994 that lasted for about 100 days, in which over 1 million people, close to 1 million people, were killed when Hutus used 100 days to slaughter close to 1 million Tutsis. One of the worst cases of genocidal killings in history. Dr. Akin Fapohunda is saying that he feared that this will happen if P2B and Kwankwaso are to dislodge Tinubu and stop him from spending 8 years in power. But why would any Yoruba man or woman raise up arms against an Igbo because Tinubu was stopped from getting second term? First of all, Tinubu himself, we have to put it clearly, Tinubu himself collaborated or connived with the same North in 2015 to stop a Southern president from getting second term. And that Southern president is Jonathan, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan is no less a human being than Tinubu. But Tinubu connived with the North and took power from Jonathan. Today we are talking about people saying that Jonathan should come back, should come and contest again. Why? Because Tinubu connived with the North to stop him. When he did that, it was okay. The Yoruba was happy. They cheered him on. Because that will be hypocrisy of the highest order to say that the reason why you attack Igbos and unleash on them the Rwanda experience is because P2B stopped Tinubu from getting second term. Because Tinubu himself has helped to stop a Southerner, Goodluck Jonathan, from getting second term in 2015. Now there's another angle I want also to look at it. Now, any Yoruba person that will try to fight an Igbo person in Southwest and try to unleash Rwanda-style killings there must be a person that has no conscience. Why did I say this? Since 1999, when we returned to democracy, this dispensation we are in, Obasanjo is a Yoruba. He spent 8 years at the presidency. After 8 years of Obasanjo, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, another Yoruba man, spent 8 years as vice president. After that 8 years, that's combined presidency of Yoruba, that's 8 plus 8, that's 16 years. Now, from there, Tinubu entered 2023 to 2027. That's 16 plus 4 years. That's 20 years Yorubas have been in charge at the presidency. 20 solid years since 1999. And the reason why Yorubas on the street, because he was talking about from his research on the street, that's the feeling he's getting. So Yoruba has spent, altogether by 2027, Yoruba will spend 20 years at the presidency since 1999. And an Igbo man combined with a Northerner to dislodge Tinubu to do the remaining 4 years for Southern Nigeria. That is what Yorubas would take as an entitlement to start killing Igbos, like what happened in Rwanda. Because from what he's saying, Perhaps that is the preparation that is allegedly ongoing. If it will happen, you can see how he was talking about next year with trepidation. With trepidation. That you don't want to imagine. Or is that a strategy to frighten Nigerians or what? Can that strategy work? Okay? Because you have to note, this is not an ordinary person. He is a chieftain of Afenifere, and he's not just a chieftain of Afenifere. Although I don't know the faction, there was these factions that do exist in Afenifere. Remember, ahead of 2023, a faction of Afenifere endorsed Peter Obi, another faction of Afenifere endorsed Tinubu. Okay, but I don't know the faction Dr. Akin Fapohunda belongs. Whether it is the same faction that Dele Farotimi is the national secretary. But what he has raised, being a researcher, which obviously he must have gathered data on the streets as a researcher to come to this conclusion. But I think it would be unfair for any Yoruba person to kill anybody or to attack anybody because Peter Obi and Kwankwaso stopped Tinubu from getting second term. Given the fact that even under the Tinubu administration, as Dr. Akin also confirmed, everybody is suffering, both Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, whatsoever tribe. Okay? But the truth of the matter is that for him to talk about it now, talking about that there is a war that is going to start between, he said the war, if they stop this, he said if Obi and Kwankwaso are to come in and arbitrate the Southern second term, the war between the Yorubas and the Igbos will go to the highest level. Now, this statement implies that there is ongoing war. Me, I don't know of any war going on between Igbo and Yoruba, but I know that there have been political contestations, which is normal in a democracy. Okay? Perhaps all those demolitions going on in Lagos, Tinubu State, where most of the properties being demolished are people of Igbo, are owned by people of Igbo extraction. Is that the war he is talking about? Because I don't know of any war that had been going on. Because in his own research, as a researcher, he has seen a war, but he said that Obi and Kwankwaso winning. He said the war between the Yoruba and the Igbo will go to the highest level. And that the Yoruba will say, so the Igbos connive with the North to cut out Tinubu. And he confirmed that Tinubu himself is not performing, saying no sane Yoruba person will defend Tinubu. But by this time next year, if it happens, that is, if Obi and Kwankwaso defeat Tinubu and stop him from getting second term, we may be playing with Rwanda between the Igbos and the Yorubas. And he said the Igbos will make effort to uproot what is the so-called Yoruba prize. Maybe he is trying to say that if Peter Obi wins, that he is going to some of the advantages that Tinubu supposedly gave to the Yoruba, that they would like to upturn it. Okay, that they would like to, the Obi Kwankwaso government will upturn it. Therefore, he said that people should, he said, but in the streets, people should think about the implications of this. It's good that he brought it out in the public so that it's being discussed now. The implication of mismanagement of our diversity. Like I said, there is no sane Yoruba person that will harm another person because P2B stopped Tinubu from doing 8 years. Given the fact the Yoruba has been at the presidential villa for 16 years. For 16 years, and with combining with Tinubu's 4 years, that's 20 years. So is the Yoruba the only people living in southern Nigeria? No, it's to be for fairness, justice, and equity. Why should that offend any Yoruba? But he's saying that on the street, and that the street is full of uneducated people. I don't think so. Most of the uneducated people, they act by the manipulation of the educated. The idea that those who carry out this genocide are uneducated or they are illiterates or urchins, no. Even the urchins are directed by the educated. The urchins cannot begin to think the way the doctor is putting it. They can't think that far if they were not manipulated by the elite. And he said, I am worried, and I am worried about what will happen if an Obi gets northern support and calls out Tinubu for a second term, which Yorubas wrongly believe it is their turn. Something will have to happen next year. I don't want to think about it. But whatever you sow, you reap. Now this is deep. And why it's deep is because the person who is talking about it is a researcher. Even though he didn't specifically say that this is the result of a research carried out on the streets of Southwest. But by the mere fact that he is at that level and he is talking like this is an indication that the Southwest need to educate their people very well. That they are not the only people in southern Nigeria. Since 1999, southern Nigeria has produced presidents at the presidency, and the Yoruba constitute the bulk of it. Goodluck Jonathan was cut short. Okay? He didn't get second term. Obasanjo Yoruba got second term. He spent 8 years. Osibanjo spent 8 years as vice president. That's 16 years. And Tinubu 4 years. That's 20 years. Even if you are the only one, the Yorubas are the only people that God created in the southern Nigeria. Common sense dictates that other people are also humans in other parts of the South, that they deserve to have a taste of the presidency. So it doesn't warrant killing anybody. It doesn't warrant attacking anybody. But the doctor is saying already there is ongoing war. And he's saying that war is going to escalate. Because what he was also saying, that the advantages that Yorubas are enjoying, they want people to believe that if P2B and Kwankwaso enter, that they are going to upturn it. The truth of the matter is that under Tinubu, every Nigerian is suffering. But of course, it's on record that Tinubu had done more for Southwest, for the Yoruba, than any other section of Nigeria. But if there were things Tinubu did illegally or things that was unjust, okay, it's not a bad thing to reverse those things. Okay? Even Tinubu has reversed many things. Even our national anthem, he reversed it. So I don't think there's anything wrong in any government reversing what Tinubu had put in place, if they found out that is not supposed to be the way it is. Okay, and this reminded me of what happened of how P2B shared Tinubu supporters WhatsApp group where they were saying that if P2B win, that was in 2023 election, during campaign, they say if P2B wins, he's going to develop the ports in the east. When he develop it, that Lagos landlord, everybody will pay a price because the Igbos will move and they will no longer buy land in Lagos, they will no longer build houses and all that. There was a video of that, and I have also done something about it. That's what is reminding me, because right now, this Dr. Akin Fapohunda is saying that on the streets of Yoruba land, that is what is going on there. That what they will think is that Obi and Kwankwaso want to dislodge Tinubu to stop a Yoruba man from getting second term. And if they don't do that, that there may be a consequence, and that consequence is genocide, the Rwanda-style genocide. I don't know what you think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.